Right, well, we're in the garage, as you can see. It's just a short video, but this is the back rod for an Igloo, and this is the other half, and both these halves broke. This is from Danny Shaw Fishing. Go check his channel out on YouTube now. He was fishing, if you go and check his video out, right close to the sea, and the wave came up and clobbered his shelter, bent the side rail, which I've now straightened very gently, and this one Danny tried to straighten and it broke. So what I've done is I've got a piece of aluminium pipe that I had, because I don't throw anything away. That was from some sort of tent or some description, some sort of shelter or something that I had, and I've got part of a bank stick as well, which you'll see shortly being used. And I cut a piece twice the length of that. Now that measures, I ain't got a tape measure, that measures probably 12-inch long. So I've got 6-inch in here and this bit here, which is probably about 5.5, 6 inch. So anywhere around that, 10 to 12-inch, half it's in here, half of it is going in the other bit. I am gluing it together with Say No More. There are other adhesives available, but this is the one that I choose to use because it doesn't let me down. So basically all I do, take that off. Well, first of all, what I had to do, because this had bent, I didn't cut it or anything, it had broken, it was already in 2 pieces. So what I did was, I got a chamfer tool or a drill bigger than that, just to take off the burrs on the inside. Once those burrs are off on the inside and removed, I put a coach bolt in to fit. As you can see, it's a good fit. And I then took my hammer. This has got cowhide, that isn't it? Rawhide or whatever you want to call it. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see if I can just get that, if it's in frame. Yeah, I think it's in frame. Cut that bit out, Tom. People don't want to see my gut. And put it on this angle, or put it on any flat surface, back of a vise, anything that you've got that's flat, piece of slab, and I just tapped it round like that and straightened it up. That's what I did. Took a little bit longer than that, and then that straightened that up a bit. There's still got a kink in there actually. See if we can get that out, shall we? That's what's stopping that bolt going down. I probably didn't do this side actually, looking at it now. I think I just did the top bit that I've already glued. You just want a firm surface. I'm lucky. See, now that bolt's gone in that far. I hadn't done that. My bad. My bad, eh? I've got an anvil, so I can use an anvil. You might have to use a slab or something else. It should begin there on that. So I'm just going round, but I'm only hitting where the bolt is inside. Hold it up, turn it, and check it. It's a bit high there. Only hit where the bolt is. Brilliant. So that's straightened that up near enough. I've still got a kink in here. Shall I get that out? Shall we try and get it out? Let's try and get it out. Right, there to there. There to there, to me to you. That comes out nicely now. Hold it up, just it's better. Right, so once that's done, like I say, this insert, which you can see is in there, there's the same in there as well, so it's about 10 inch 12 inch long, and then we're just gonna glue it and push that onto it and turn it where it needs to be. And then with this supporting, all the strength of the tube is still there because this end butts up to this lip where my finger is. So in a pushing down motion, both poles are still pushing on each other in compression, and this is just supporting it. There's not a lot really needed there, but that is glued with that adhesive that I showed you. Sticks like nobody's business. So this is what I did yesterday. And we just put it on like this. It was a bit better yesterday. Oh, I know why. It's because it's heavier. It's a fuller tube. Yesterday it was an empty tube. And yes, there's a lot on there, but it comes off. Oh, that is heavy, that tube. All what you can do about that is and we just do lines down at touching. Yes, it don't look out special. Fill in some of the gaps. And it does make it heavy because this adhesive is heavy. Right, now then, I will stand that there carefully. And what we'll do is, down here, I put this tube down, touching, and we'll do a turn with it under pressure as we come out to make sure. There. So we've got that in the tube, and it's down to about here. I've put that, and I've rotated the tube with the nozzle touching the sidewall on the inside as I've pulled it out, and I end up with that. On this section, we've got this mess. And all you do is you put them together and don't push it straight in. Turn it as it goes, because there is a gap there, and we want to make sure that the stuff stays on the shaft and we don't just push it all up out of here. Now we do get a lot of mess here, it will be wiped off, but just turn it gently as it goes in, backwards and forwards, yeah, and then do a full turn, then backwards and forwards, going easy that way, and it's in, and that's it. And then take some proverbial kitchen roll, we get this on there, wipe it, get the worst off, close it up, wipe it again, give it another wipe, get the worst off, Careful where you put it, because you don't want to get sticky glue everywhere. It's not silicone, this stuff. It's that sticks like it's nobody's business, and it's adhesive. But it'll stick metal. And then I'll just turn it so them lines marry up. And that's it. There we have it. And now I'll let that dry. I'll bring you back for it's part 3 really, because first of all, the bit you didn't see but you saw it already glued was the piece that was inside, and that was a fairly tight fit, but there was probably 1/2 mil each side of the pipe, so plenty of squidgy in there, and it's glued. That's that done. I'll go stand that somewhere now where it ain't gonna move, and that's the pool sorted. You ain't got to worry about this nozzle bit, because you do need to make sure that this ball is in relation to this nut and bolt. But the good thing is there's an adjuster here, and you can just swivel it, so you ain't got to worry about that. So that's the pipe done. In the next video, in the next segment, which I ain't filmed yet, I'll cut a piece of this off and it'll go over the top of that glued, and then it'll be sandwiched in the middle inside, and it'll be sandwiched on the outside, so that won't be going anywhere. Has it made it heavier? I would say it has, because that adhesive has got a lot of fillers in it and it's quite heavy, so, but that's not a problem. It's minimal extra weight, and I've saved the tube. I could phone up Ian Gold's, but to get a spare tube, I don't know how much hassle that is, but you'd have to pay for it, wouldn't you? So that's that bit done. I'll bring you back in a bit. It'll probably be in an hour's time or something like that, but you don't need to know that. This is how you repair a broken support leg on your Ian Gold shelter. Right. So here we have it. That's the join right there where the rod broke. We put the coach bolt in that I just showed you and straightened it on the anvil, so it's straightened the pole. So it's, yeah, it's still slightly bent just down the bottom here, but it is straight enough, because all it is a linen prop for the back of your Igloo. So I've got a sleeve here, so we've got it sleeved on the inside 10 to 12 inches, so I've got 5 or 6 inches either side sandwiched in there, and we're going to put this on, and this goes over the joint. So I'll show you what we'll do. This is 6-inch. It is off a bank stick. A bank stick, if you get an old aluminium bank stick, that fits inside this tube on the Igloo as well. So what you do, be careful, we'll measure down here 3-inch, put a little dot, so it's very tight in there. I need to tidy up, but I'm so busy. So I've measured 3-inch, and I've done it just under 3-inch, so that when the tube goes down, it'll go over the black mark. So what we do is we'll get this on there, we'll put it past that mark, and put another dot up there. That's so I know where to put the squidge. And then get your chosen squidge. This is mine, and all we do is just apply it I go up and down like that. And just cover that whole area that is going to be glued with this adhesive of your choice. Mine being this because I use it for work. So like so, release it, put it over there, get that screwed on. Don't want it over my bench. And that's the mess you've got, literally like that. And now I can't see my black mark. There's the join. So I'll just check that. I can just see the join there. Right, so I'm brought back. There's all the glue. That's to the 3-inch mark. So we slide it down there. Now this tube, I cut this, filed the ends on the outside, and on the inside I've chamfered it. It's important to chamfer it, I believe, because that allows, because there is a gap between this pipe and that pipe, look. Yeah, so with it chamfered, it allows the glue to go inside and be dragged along. I just think it'll help. So we just take it down and we go like this, and it's going to get messy. And we just do it bit and back and forth and back and forth and round and back and forth, and then don't allow it to fall on the floor. Chuck that in the bin, hopefully it'll stay in the bin, and back and forth and back. Hopefully it'll go in and it'll stick, just for a bit of extra support, that's all. And that's it. And here you can see at the top there's a piece of adhesive there, look, sandwiched between the pipe, and you can see my little black mark. So we'll take it back. I obviously marked the other side. Get a bit of kitchen roll, man's best friend, and do the initial wipe. Get some more kitchen roll. Right, if I've got to go get some more out of the kitchen, she ain't going to be happy. Wipe the excess off. We don't want excess glue on there, do we? There you go. And that's it. So that's now sandwiched. I'd like to think that there is adhesive all the way around there. I can feel it when I move it, that it's got a restriction. It's not spinning round. So I can feel that the adhesive is in there. I can see it down the top. So yeah, all that's on there. I don't think it really needs it. It's got a piece in the middle, but the break is still on show, so this will sandwich it, so it's supported in the middle of the tube and supported on the outside of the tube. And as far as I'm concerned, that's pretty much done, I reckon. I might just take that down a touch. Yeah, no, that's done. Look, I can see it. I might just put a little bit around there. Yeah. And then just slide that up, twisting it to there. And that's it. That's it done. Wipe the excess off. Bring it up. And that's it. It's done. One repaired tent pole, Igloo back pole, and it's to support it. So I'll put it in and I'll show you the Igloo up when it's in place, and I'll probably put some lock nut stuff. I've got a friend that puts super glue on, but I've got Loctite nut glue, and I'll put that on to stop these nuts falling off, even though they're Nylox. Just put a bit on. So that's it. That's how you repair your broken Igloo support, and it would work exactly the same on any of them. So I'm going to let that go off before I fit it, and then we'll give the Igloo a try. So next time you see this, I'll put it on and I'll show you it all complete with the repair, and I'll see you anon. Right, so here we have the final reveal, final show of the Igloo shelter that I've repaired. So I'll just give you a quick look right now. So we'll open it up a touch, and there's the finished article. So you've seen me glue it with a piece of aluminium, which probably goes from here to here, might even be a bit further actually, and that's glued inside this pipe. This pipe is then, but the actual original pipe is butted up to the other end, so both pipes are the same length, but it's shimmed up with the piece of aluminium pipe you saw me glue inside, and then on top of that I've then sheathed over the top of the cut. The cut's about here on this original pole, so it's sandwiched inside and out, and that's the repair. So just wanted to show you with it up, and there you have it on the Igloo. Thank you very much, Danny. This bar down here was bent. It was like a banana, so I very gently eased it back into shape. It's still slightly bent now actually, but you wouldn't tell. So yeah, there it is. That's how you fix an Igloo, and that's with Evo sticks like you know what. About 7 or 8 quid a tube from your builder's merchant. So see you in the next video. See you anon.